I did my
It
research.
is Jared Fogle. You're good. That's good. I would expect nothing less.
Thank you. You've joined us. Listen, let's just get to the real deal.
Yeah.
You really wore these.
These were the old 60-inch pair of pants.
Look at these
Now,
guys.
these are the relaxed fit, though. I mean, as opposed to the classic fit. You know, it just gave me a little more room. But yeah, I was 20 years old. I was 400 and almost 440 pounds at that point.
Wow.
Had been making horrible lifestyle changes from age 7 or 8 on. Lots of video games, lots of sedentary lifestyle, lots of fast food, junk food. Every year that went by, I got bigger and bigger and bigger. And just got to that point where I said enough was enough, and as I said, I was well over 400 pounds, and I knew I needed to change big time.
And change doesn't happen overnight, and so
No.
that's why your message really is to parents right now, get our kids moving.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. You know, it's small steps that become big steps. And you know, we're here, as I said, for the Subway Kids Marathon. We'll kick off tomorrow. It's going to be in Pensacola at Washington High School. Really excited for that. It's going to be from 9 until 11 a.m. And what it is we know that most kids can't do a full marathon at one time, 26.2 miles. But over the course,
Let's
I
be
did
honest.
one. I did New York City a few years ago, and I don't know I'll probably ever do another one. But I'm one and done. But I'm very proud I did one. But to get these kids to do it over a couple-month period is awesome. And by going to subwaykidsmarathon.com, these kids here in the area can log on. It's free of charge. All kinds of cool prizes, lots of stretching, lots of a way to show them how to do this marathon over a couple months. And then at the Pensacola Marathon itself in November, on November 9th, I believe it is, yes, they actually run the last 1.2 miles with the marathoners, go through the finish line, get a medal like everybody else, and hopefully continue to motivate them to want to stay healthy, fit, and active.
Jared, you have such a message, a testimony, because it's easy to see people in the after and say, I don't know their struggle. But, I mean, hearing your struggle and the fact that you continue to give back to the youth, why do you care so much about the kids?
Well, first of all, I've got 2 kids of my own now. I've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So obviously as a parent, that really hits home. But I know what it's like to be a heavy kid. I know what it's like to be what you miss out on in life. When I was, 7 or 8 years old, just not having the self-confidence, the self-esteem. I want to make sure those kids don't have that today. And I know all the Subway franchisees here in the Mobile and also in the Pensacola area really want to give back. And that's why we're part of this event. We think it's going to be a great couple months. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. I said whether it's tomorrow or the day of the marathon itself on November 9th. And we just want to make sure kids go down a better road than I went down myself.
Right now, there's a child watching right now who is looking for motivation, and they see you. What do you say to that kid? Just getting ready to go to school, like, Mom, I can't be late. That is Jared. That is Subway Jared.
No.
What do you say?
I mean, if I can do it, they can do it, literally. And as I said, it's not saying you can't play the video games. It's not saying you can't go on the computers. It's not saying you can't have junk food occasionally. But you've got to learn moderation. Moderation is such an important word to learn, where you have that proper balance in your life. And as Americans, if we can figure that out as adults and children, we're going to help our waistlines a lot. We're going to reduce the obesity levels, and we're not going to have the problems like I had growing up.
That's the name of the game, Jared. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Good
Love
to see
your
you.
mission.
Thank
you
you
too.
so much.
Stay with us. And there's a look at the Facebook page. We have a link to ours. When it comes to your registration standpoint, to get your kids involved, we appreciate that. That's linked to ours. Local15tv.com. Dee, here's your weather.